to ACE Online, and I'm back in the Express series, which we are mainly targeting for the RRB JEE examination. But it doesn't mean if you are preparing for some other competitive exam then you can't attend the session. If you are preparing for any of the competitive exam, whether it is a SSC, banking, some state level, central level, some technical based examination or some other examination as well, where there's a section of the reasoning, quant and the general awareness, then these sessions are very beneficial for you. And if you know someone also who are preparing for such competitive exams, then don't forget to share the link of these particular videos with them so that they can also join us and do practice with us. So in today's class, the topic that we are going to discuss is time and work. We know that the time and work is a very important kind of question, and we know that the questions are quite easy as well. So let's start with the questions and let's see how many questions we can able to solve it in this session. So this is the very first question and it's a very easy one. The question is saying that a work can be completed by 25 men in 30 days if after working for X days, 10 men left the work and the whole work is completed in 40 days. Find the value of X. What we need to do, we just simply need to find out the value of X. A very good evening to all of you. So just try it out and let me know what answer you people are getting. It's a very easy one. We know that when the work is same, when the work is constant, we know that what concept we need to use? M1D1 is equals to M2D2, right? This is the concept that we need to use when the work is constant, and over here also the work will remain constant. So we just simply need to apply the concept of M1D1, right? M1D1 equals to M2D2. Very good, Deepak. Let's see. Okay. So the question is very simple. The question is saying that a work can be completed by 25 men in 30 days. So what you can do, you can just simply find out the total work that we need to complete. Total work can be completed as the number of men multiplied by the number of days required by them, and the answer that we are getting over here is 750 units. The answer that we are getting over here is 750 units. But the question is saying that if after working for X days, right now we don't know what is the value of X, 10 men left the work, okay. So here we are having situation, for X days, 25 men completed the work, or 25 men are working for X days. Now the question is saying that out of that 10 men left the work. Now how many men we are left with? Initially we are having 25 minus 10, we are only left with 15 men. Now these 15 men completed the whole work in 40 days. But in this 40 days, this X is also included. So we just simply write it as 40 minus X. And this should be equal to 750. This should be equal to 750 as they are completing the whole work. If you don't want to write it like 750, you can also able to write it as 25 multiplied by 30, right? I am just breaking it in this way. Now, can we able to eliminate anything? Yes, with the help of 5, we can eliminate it. Here we are getting 5, here we are getting 3, here we are getting 5. So equation that we are getting over here is 5x plus 120 minus 3x is equals to, over here I am getting 150, right? Now what I'll do, I'll just simply transfer this 120 over here and we are getting 2x is equals to 30. So the value of X that we are getting over here is 15. So basically after 15 days this situation happened that 10 men left the work. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. A very good evening to all of you. Right? Option number A is the correct one. It's a very simple one. All we need to do is we just simply need to use the concept of constant work. Right? Next. The next question says that to do a certain work, the ratio of efficiency of A to B is 7:3. If A started work alone and worked for 7 days and then B joined the remaining work completed in 4 days. Then find the time taken by B to complete the whole work alone. Again, this one is also a very easy one. It hardly takes 2 to 3 steps for you to solve this particular question. So let me know what answer you people are getting. Ganesh, we are going to use this concept when the work is also different. When we are having different work, in that case we are going to use this concept. When work is different. And when the work is constant, then M1 D1 equals to M2 D2. This concept we are going to use. Any one of you, what answer we people are getting over here? It's a very simple one. Here we are having the efficiency ratio and we only need to find out in how much time B alone can complete the whole work. Okay, very good Rakesh, very good Vijay, very good Deepak. Let's see. So here we are having two people, A and B. The efficiency ratio that we are having over here is 7:3, right? Okay. Now the question is saying that A started work alone and worked for 7 days. So in 7 days, how many units A can able to do that? So first we just simply try to find out the work done by A in 7 days, right? The efficiency of A is 7 and he worked for 7 days. That means he completed total 49 units of work. Now in the next line it is given, says that, and then B joined the remaining work completed in 4 days. That means in the next 4 days both A and B are working together. So in next 4 days, both A and B are working together, right? Both A and B are working together. So the total efficiency that we got over here is 10 and they worked for 4 days. That means they also completed 40 units of work. 40 units of work. So the total work done that we got over here is total work done is nothing but 49 plus 40. That means here we are having 89 units and we need to find out how much time required by B. So B is also doing the work with the efficiency only. So time taken by B alone is nothing but 89 by 3. That means option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. So very easy, right? So very easy. Option number B is the correct one. Next. The next question says that A can do 2/9 of a work in 4 days while B can do 3/4 of the work in 6 days. If both of them started to do the work, then after 4 days both left and C completed the remaining work in 5 days. Find the time taken by A and C to complete the same work together. Again, it's a very easy one. If you are like, you know the basics of the time and work, then you can easily able to solve all these kind of questions. Okay, very good Ganesh. Anyone else? Anyone else? Very good Deepak. Apart from these two, Ganesh and Deepak, it's an easy one. Okay, let's see. The question is saying that A can do 2/9 of the work. Okay, so A is doing 2/9 of the work in 4 days, right? So we can say that A can able to do the complete work. A can able to do the complete work in 18 days, right? I'm just transferring this 9 over there, so this value will become 1 and it will become 2 into 9, that is nothing but 18, right? So for the B, it is given that B can able to complete 3/4 of the total work in 6 days. So again here, B can able to do the work in, B can able to complete the work in 8 days, right? What we are going to do, we are just going to take the LCM and LCM will give us the assumed total work. So here the LCM that we are getting over here is 72, right? Here the LCM that we are getting over here is 72. Now what we need to do, this is the time and this is the work done. Now what we need to find out the efficiency. So here the efficiency that we are getting over here is 3. No, it's not 3, it's 4. Here we are getting an efficiency of 4 and over here we are getting an efficiency of 9, right? Now the question is saying that if both of them started to do work and they worked for 4 days and after that they left, right? So in the 4 days, how many units of work they can able to do that? So in 4 days, the combined efficiency of A and B is nothing but 13, and in 4 days they can able to do a work of 52 units. They can able to complete a work of 52 units. Now the question is saying that, and C completed the remaining work in 5 days. Now how much remaining units we are having? Remaining units. The total work that we need to complete is of 72. And out of 72, 52 units of work is already completed. That means we are only left with 20 units. We are only left with 20 units. Now the question is saying that this 20 unit is completed by C in 5 days. That means the efficiency of C that we got over here is 20 by 5. That means the efficiency of C is 4, right? The efficiency that we got over here of C is 4. Now the question is saying that in such scenario, we need to find out the time taken by A and C to complete the same work together. So both of them are working again with their efficiency. So the combined efficiency of A and C over here is 8, 4 plus 4, right? And how much unit of work they need to complete? 72. So the time taken by A and C together is nothing but 72 by 8, and here we are getting our answer as 9 days, which is not available in the options. Wait, are we skipping anything? Just check it out. Are we skipping anything? Or option number or 9 days is the correct answer? 9 days is the correct answer. I guess there's some there's some mistake in the options, right? Next. The next question says that if A is 120% efficient as B, who is 80% efficient as C, if B and C assist A on every alternate days, then they can complete the work in 12 days. Find the time taken by B and C together to complete the work. Very good, Guru, Rakesh, Deepak, Ganesh, very good. Now try to solve this particular question. First, what we need to do, we just simply need to try to write down the combined ratio of their efficiencies. First, what we need to do, we need to write down the combined efficiency of A, B and C. Once we will get it, we can easily able to get the answers. Very good, Shakti. Anyone else? Okay, let's start discussing it. The question is saying that if A is 120% efficient as B. Okay, so I know that I have to write down the efficiency ratio in between A, B and C. So the question is trying to say that A is 120%. So I can able to write it like this, right? And in the simplified format, I can able to write it as 6:5, right? Now, B, who is 80% as efficient as C. That means here we are having 80 and here we are having 100. So again, in the simplified format, I can able to write it as 4:5. And now I know that when I am having this kind of ratio, I can easily able to write down the efficiency ratio. So what I need to pick? I need to pick first this one and this ratio. So here I can write 5, here I can write 4. So the combined ratio that we are getting over here is 24:20:25, right? This is the combined ratio of their efficiencies. Now, the question is saying that if B and C assist A on every alternate day, okay. So the question is trying to say on first day A and B are working together. If both of them are working together, that means they can able to complete total 44 units of work. On the next day, if A and C are working together, in such scenario, they can able to complete a total work of 49 units. That means in the combined format, they can able to complete total 93 units of work in 2 days, right? They can able to complete the total 93 units work in 2 days. But the question is saying that, they can complete the work in 12 days. So we want to make this 2 as 12, so we need to multiply it by 6, right? If we are multiplying this side by 6, we also need to multiply this side by 6. And when we are multiplying this side by 6, what value we are getting? 18, and the 1 is carry forward, 55. Right? Total 558 units of work they are completing, right? Now the question is saying that in such scenario, what we need to do? We need to find out the time taken by B and C together to complete the work. Okay, so the time taken by B and C together is nothing but the total unit of work that they need to complete is 558 divided by their efficiency, which is nothing but 45. We can able to cancel it with the help of 9. So in the numerator we are getting 54, which is nothing but 60, and 1, that is nothing but 63, and over here we are getting 5. 63, no, wait, 62, sorry. We are eliminating it with the help of 9, na? So 62 by 5. Are we having this option? Yes, option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one, right? Very good, John. Very good, Rakesh. Very good, Guru. The correct answer over here is your option number A, right? Next. The next question says that if A is thrice efficient as C, who is half efficient of B, and the difference between the time taken by A and C is 8 days, then find the time taken by A and B together to complete the 50% of the work. Again, this one is a very easy one. It's a very simple one. Okay, so let's start discussing. Very good, Deepak, 0.9 days. Let's see, anyone else? Very good, Teja. Anyone else? It's a very simple one. So first the question is saying that A is thrice efficient as C. So if I want to write down the efficiency ratio of A ratio C, I can write it as 3:1, right? Now the question is saying that C, who is half efficient as B. Now again, if I want to write down the efficiency ratio in between C and B, I can able to write it as 1:2. But what I want the combined efficiency ratio. So A ratio C ratio B. I can able to write it as 3:1:1. Over here I can able to write it as, or I can directly able to write it as this one, right? So instead of this, I can also able to write A ratio B ratio C as 3:2:1. But this is my efficiency ratio. This is my efficiency ratio. And I know that efficiency is inversely proportional to time. Efficiency is inversely proportional to time. So from this one, first I need to write down my time ratio. So just to write down the time ratio, it will become 1/3, 1/2 and 1/1. And we know that we can't put the like ratios in the fractions. So what we will do, we just simply take the LCM, and the LCM is 6, and we multiply this particular ratio by 6. And ultimately we are getting 2:3:6. This is my time ratio. This is my time ratio. So ultimately the time ratio that we got in between A, B and C is nothing but 2:3:6. Now according to the question is saying that the time taken difference in between A and C, which is nothing but 4 over here, according to the question it is equal to 8. That means it is present on the multiple of 2. So we can say that A is taking 4 days to complete some work, B is taking 6 days to complete some work, and C is taking 12 days to complete the work. The LCM that we got over here is 12, 3, 2 and 1. This is nothing but the efficiency. Now the question is saying that then find the time taken by A and B together to complete the 50% of the work. So the time taken by A plus B, 50% of the work, that means the total work is 12, 50% of it is nothing but 6, divided by the total efficiency, which is nothing but 5. So the answer that we are getting over here is 1.2 days. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. So very easy one, right? Well, first we need to find out the efficiency ratio. Once we will get it, from this one we need to derive the time ratio. Once we will get the time ratio, then we can easily able to solve it, right? Next. The next question says that 3 persons A, B and C done a work if the efficiency ratio of A to C is 5:2 and that of B to C is 2:3, and they work together for 5 days, when 50% of the total work is completed, then A and B left the work and C completed the remaining work, then find the time taken by C. We only need to find out how much time taken by C to complete the work. First again try to write down the combined efficiency ratio. Once you will get it, you can easily able to get the answers. Any one of you? It's an easy one. So the question is saying that the efficiency ratio in between A and C is nothing but 5:2, and the efficiency ratio of B to C, okay, is 2:3. So we can write it like this, and if we want to write down the combined ratio, then we have to perform a multiplication like this, right? So the combined ratio that we got over here is this one. Now according to this, the combined efficiency of these three, A, B and C together is nothing but this is 10 and 15, that is the combined efficiency is nothing but is of 25. Now the question is saying that they worked together for 5 days. So in 5 days they completed a 50% of the work. So first we need to find out how much work done in these 5 days. So in 5 days they worked with the efficiency of 25. That means they completed a work of 125 units. But this is nothing but this is the 50% of the total work. 50% of the total work. Now the question is saying that in such scenario A and B left and C completed the remaining work. So the remaining work is nothing but is again of 125 units. So time required by C to complete the rest work is nothing but 125 divided by the efficiency, that means 125 by 6. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. So very simple, right? Next. The next question says that if A, B and C can complete the work in 6 days, while A and B can complete the same work in 10 days and B and C can complete the same work in 12 days, then find the time taken by C to complete 60% of the work if he worked with 75% of its efficiency. It's again a very easy one. Rakesh, I think a little mistake you have made. It's 125 by 6. Not 120, yes, 125 by 6. Okay, let's see. So the question is saying that the three people A, B and C can complete some work in 6 days, right? And A and B, if these two people are doing the same work, they are taking total 10 days, and if B and C are doing the same work, then they are taking total 12 days. Okay, we will take the LCM. LCM is nothing but reflecting the assumed total work, right? So the efficiency is 10, 6 and the 5, right? So from this one, can we able to find out the individual efficiency? Yes, you can see that if the value of A plus B plus C is equals to 10, if the value of A plus B plus C equals to 10 in the terms of efficiency, and here you can see that the value of A and B is 6. So what value you should put over here? 4. So we can say that the efficiency of C is nothing but 4. Now you can also see that the efficiency, the combined efficiency of B and C is nothing but 5. So what value should we put over here? That is 5. So the efficiency of A is nothing but 5. And from this one you can say that if the efficiency of C is 4, and what value should we put over here? 1. So the efficiency of B that we got over here is 1. Now these are what? These are the individual efficiency of each person. Now the question is saying that then find the time taken by C to complete the 60% of the work. Okay, 60% of the work, that means 36 units of work, or you can also write it like 60% of 60 units. You can able to find it like this. C needs to complete a total 36 units of work with the same efficiency of 4. So the time required by C, if he is doing with 75% of his efficiency, so 36 by 4, but he is working with the 75% of his efficiency, right? So we need to multiply it by 4 by 3. So this one, and here we are getting our answer is in 12 days. Option number A is the correct one. Again, option number A is the correct one. Very good, Rakesh, right? Next, it's a easy one. Once you will get the values, then you can easily able to get the answers. Next, the next question says that a painting work was taken by 30 workers to be completed in 15 days. After some days, they work it for, it was observed that the work was getting slow, hence the contractor decided to get 15 more workers, hence they completed the remaining work in 8 days. Find after how many days new workers were introduced. Again, it's an easy one. We need to use the concept of M1D1 equals to M2D2. Very good, Deepak. Let's see. So first we need to find out how much work they need to complete. So the total work. total work is nothing but 30 workers and they can able to complete the work in 15 days. So 15 into 3, that is nothing but 45. So the total work that they need to complete is of 450 units. The question is saying that some delay was seen in that and 15 more workers are hired by the contractor and they completed the remaining work in 8 days. So now the new workers, or we can say the new total workers. Initially we are having 30, 15 more hired. Now the number of workers that we are having is 45. Now these 45 workers worked for 8 days as it is clearly mentioned over here. So they worked for 8 days, that means they completed a total 360 units of work, right? These total 45 men completed 360 units of work in 8 days. So how many work left remaining? 450 minus 360, that means total 90 units. Now this 90 units of work is completed by these 30 men initially, right? So time is nothing but 90 by 30, that means they only worked for 3 days. These 30 men worked for 3 days and after that contractor hired 15 more men, and that's what the question is asking. That means option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Very good, Teja, Rakesh, Deepak and Fanboy, right? Next. The next question is saying that A can do the work in 10 days and B can do the same work in 15 days. If B starts and A joins him after 5 days, then in how many days the work will be completed? It's a very easy one. Very good, Deepak. It's a very easy one. A can complete some work in 10 days. B can do the same work in 15 days. The LCM is nothing but 30. Now the efficiencies. So the efficiencies are 3 and 2. So the question is saying that if B started and A joined him after 5 days, that means for the initial 5 days B is working alone. So first 5 days, the work done by B, and that is nothing but 2 into 5, that means B completed 10 units of work. The remaining work was completed by A and B together, and the remaining works that they need to complete is of 20 units, right? So how to make it 20 as the total efficiency is 5? So we know that 5 into 4 is nothing but 20 units. So they again worked for 4 days together. They worked for 4 days and we just need to find out in how many days the work is completed. Answer is option number A, 9. Option number A, 9 is the correct answer, right? It's very easy one. Next. The next question says that A does half part of the work in 3 hours while B does 1/4 part of the remaining work in 2 hours. And the remaining work is finished by C in 3 hours. Find the time taken by them together to complete the whole work. Please do understand the language first and after that only try to solve it. Okay, very good, Deepak. Anyone else? Okay, let's try to understand. A does half part of the work in 3 days. Sorry, 3 hours. Half of the work in 3 hours. That means we can say that A can able to complete the whole unit of work in 6 days or 6 hours, right? Okay. Now B does 1/4 part of the remaining, right? So the remaining work that we are having is half unit, right? And out of that, we can only able to do 1/4 part of the remaining unit of work in 2 hours. That means what we need to do, we need to multiply it over here, and what value we are getting? 8 into 2, that is nothing but 16. That means we can able to complete the same work in 16 hours, right? Next. And the remaining work is finished by C in 3 hours. So how many units we are left with? Initially we are having this one, right? Half is subtracted, it is completed by A, minus 1/8. This is done by B. So what we can do, we can just simply add them and we will subtract it from 1. So what value we are getting? 1 minus, here we can take 8 as the LCM, 4 plus 1. So basically 1 minus 5/8. That means C needs to complete total 3/8 unit of the work in how many hours? In 3 hours. That means C needs a total time of 8 hours to complete the work, right? Now what we will do, we will take the LCM that we got over here is 48. If 48 is the LCM, then we are having 8, 6 and 3 over here, right? Now the question is saying that find the time taken by them together to complete the work. So the time is nothing but total 48 units of work that they need to complete. This is nothing but 9 and 8, that is 17. Are we having this option? Yes, option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. It's very easy, right? Option number A is the correct one. Next. The next question says that B does 60% of the work in 5 days while Q does 50% of the remaining work in 6 days, and the remaining work is completed by R in 4 days. Find the time taken by Q and R together to complete the same work. The similar kind of questions. I knew that all of you will make a mistake in the previous question, so that's why I took the similar kind of questions with the different values. So just solve it out and let me know what answer you people are getting for this one. Shakti, 8 days. Okay, anyone else? It's just exactly similar kind of questions, but the values are different. This is not the correct answer. Anyone else? It's an easy one. It's a similar kind of question. Okay, very good Deepak. Anyone else? Okay, let's try to understand it. B does 60% of the work in 5 days. 60% can be written as 3 by 5. This can be written as 3 by 5, right? So P is doing 3 by 5th of the work in 5 days, right? So we can say that B is completing the whole work, the 1 unit of work in 25 by 3 days, right? We can say that, right? Next, B does 50% of the remaining work, okay? So, sorry, not P, Q. Q is doing the 50% of the remaining work. The remaining work that we got over here is 2 by 5. This is the remaining work, and the half of it, he is doing this kind of work in 6 days, right? So this one is eliminated. So basically Q is taking total 30 days to complete some work, right? Next, R. The remaining work is completed by R in 4 days. So how many units we are left with? So we can say that here 1 by 5, 3 by 5, that is 4 by 5, that means we are left with 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 units of work is completed in 4 days, right? So R can able to complete a work in 20 days. So basically now what we are having the values. Can we able to find out the assumed total work? So we just simply try to find out the LCM, and the LCM that we got over of 25, 30 and 20, which is nothing but 300. Now we know that if we want to make it as 300, through which value we need to multiply? We need to multiply it by 6, but here we are also having 3, so the efficiency that we are getting over here is 18. Over here we are getting efficiency of 10, and here we are getting an efficiency of, we are getting an efficiency of 15 over here, right? So these are the efficiencies that we got. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the time taken by Q and R. That means these two. So time is nothing but 300 divided by 25. So it is nothing but, it is equals to 6 days. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Wait, there I made some mistake. 25 into 4 is 100, right? 25 into 8 is 200. Wait. And into 12 is 300. So it should be, it should be 12. Here 12, that is nothing but 36. Wait. 12. Option number A is the correct one. Sorry, I made a mistake. Option number A is the correct one. Right? Next. The next question says that A can do 1/3 of the work in 15 days, B can do 75% of the same work in 18 days, and C can do the same work in 36 days. B and C work together for 8 days. In how many days will A alone complete the remaining work? It's a similar kind of question. I guess you people can easily able to do this kind of question. So this question will be a homework, right? What you can do, you can just simply take a screenshot of this particular slide and you can easily able to solve it, right? Let's move further. The next one. The next question says that the ratio of efficiency of A ratio B ratio C is 3:2:4, and together they complete the work in 13 days. Then find the time taken by A and C together to complete the 75% of the work. I guess this one is also a very easy one. You people can easily able to answer it. So just let me know the answer. I am not going to solve this particular question. It's for your practice only. So I am just going to let you know the correct answer. So just simply solve it and let me know what answer you people are getting. We already solved this kind of questions in this session, so we know how to solve such kind of problems. So just solve it quickly and let me know what answer you people are getting. Very good, Deepak. Anyone else? Very good, Pam boy. Anyone else apart from these two? You are having efficiency ratio, right? From efficiency ratio, you can easily able to write down the time ratio. Once you will find out the time ratio, you can easily able to get the total work. Once you will get the total work, then what you need to do, you just simply need to take the A and C's efficiency and you can easily able to get the answer. The correct answer over here is your option number A. The correct answer over here is your option number A. First, what you need to do from the efficiency ratio, first you need to write down the time ratio. As we know that efficiency is inversely proportional to the time, right? Once you will get the time ratio, then what you need to do, you need to find out the total work. After that, you need to find out the total work. Once you will find out the total work, then you need to find out the time taken by A and C together to complete the same task, right? This is the only thing that you need to perform. And once you will get once you will find out the time ratio and then total work, then it's quite easy to calculate this. Next. The next question says that 3 persons A, B and C agreed to do a job for rupees 6,600 if the efficiency ratio of them is 1:2:3, but B and C appeared for the work on every 3rd day, due to which the work is completed in 13 days, then find the amount received by C. Please do remember one thing, that wages or the salary or the amount that the people are getting is directly proportional to the efficiency of them. So do use this concept and let me know if you can able to get the answer. A very good evening. Just solve it out and let me know what answer you people are getting. See, here we are having 3 people, A, B and C. The efficiency of them is 1:2:3. The question is saying that on the 3rd day, both A and B are coming along with A and helping him, right? But for the starting 2 days, only A is doing the work. So in these 2 days, A can able to do only 2 units of work because the efficiency of A is 1 only. So with the efficiency only he can able to do work, right? On the 3rd day, A, B and C, these 3 people are doing, and in a single day, they can able to complete a total 6 units of work. They can able to complete a total 6 units of work. So we can say that in a span of 3 days, 2 days alone and 1 day along with B and C, the total work done by them is of 8 units. But how much unit of work they need to complete? So the question is saying that due to which the work is completed in 13 days. We need to make this value as 13. But we can't make 3 as a 13 directly. So first we will make it as a nearest multiple. So we just multiplied by 4 to make it as 12 days. In 12 days, how many units of work completed? That is 32 units of work is completed. On the 13th day, there's alone A is working and he can only able to complete 1 unit of work. That means total 33 units of work they need to complete. For this 33 units of work, they are charging 6,600 rupees. That means it is present on the multiple of 200. But here we need to find out how much amount received by C. If you will notice, C is only working for 4 days. C is working for 4 days only in this cycle, right? So the wages that C got is 3 into 4. That means according to the 12 and 12 into 200. That is nothing but 2400. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. C got total 2400 rupees. Very good, Rakesh. Teja, B plus C. Okay. Very good, Fanboy. Very good, Deepak. So with this one, let's winding up this lecture over here only. But before that, ACE is offering few pre-recorded course, and what you can do, you can just simply visit the website, that is nothing but www.ace.online, and you can scroll through the courses and you can enroll yourself accordingly. But there's one more thing, that ACE is going to conduct the RRB JEE mock test on 8th of December 2024, which is completely free for all of you, and the timings are from 11 AM to 12:30 AM. So don't forget to enroll yourself and do make an attempt. With this one, let's end this session over here only. We'll meet in the next one. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.